2K Sports presents Thursday night of the NBA. With Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll be hearing from David Aldridge on the sideline. Most of the season completed, a good picture developing as to the top rookies in the league. So let's take a look now at the race for Rookie of the Year. And you look at D, there have been times where he's shown his potential. But as of now, he isn't in the conversation for the award.
And time has probably run out for him to put any kind of a serious charge up that list.
He's got a lot of pressure on him, and I'd like to see him do a better job of blocking out some of those distractions and just get back to the basics and playing good fundamental basketball.
Now look at Memphis's starting group. We've got Morant. Rab is out there with Jonas Valanciunas. Then there's Kyle Korver, and it's Jackson in at the 3 slot. We've got D. B-Train out there with Shorty. Then there's Slim, and he jams it with authority.
And have to commend the unselfish attitude. Like how Morant just recognized the open man, and the ball is right there. And this kid, Ja Morant, came out of nowhere, under-recruited in high school, showed some promise in that first year of college, but boy, did he blow up. Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Are you asking me, GA? I'm not sure.
And what a jam!
Fans loving that right there.
What a jam!
Nice. Oh, he's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Ball's knocked loose. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Outside Jackson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. And with spring right around the corner, let's see who's flourishing in the power rankings. You take a look at the Nets. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
Well, seeing where this home team is right now, they've taken this ride all the way down the stretch. Few people thought they could maintain this astonishing display of dominance.
The shot's good.
Yeah, that's not an assignment that I want there, Kevin. I'd rather do math homework than to try and cover that guy.
Here is Slim, guarded by Valanciunas. Here's B-Train. That shot off. Nice D from Valanciunas. Here's Jackson, and the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
Man, right off the bat, super sharp here offensively. 4 of 5 so far.
Here's Shorty. Goes up high for the 2-handed dunk.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Outside Jackson. Lets it go with the 3. Hits the 3-point bomb. Jackson's got 7.
Huge part of off-season for Jackson is to get more and more consistent and comfortable with that 3-point line.
A rebound by Rab.
You know, I'd have been very impressed if he had got that one to go. Tough D.
Here's Morant. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2. With the playoffs around the corner, Brent, some teams already making vacation plans. Talk about the disappointment that those kinds of teams are feeling right now.
Yeah, you start the beginning of training camp with ideas of wanting to play into the postseason, and you know the realization of that goal is not going to be met. And what you want to do is remember your opportunity as a player, Kevin, to go out and still compete. You might not be back with the team that you were playing the end of the season with, the last 10 games. Maybe you're somewhere else. But there are teams, as we've always said, still watching you. And so don't ever get away from the idea of the competition as the season winds down.
They always say the eye in the sky doesn't lie. Everything is on tape, right?
I mean, yeah, and they are assessing how it is that you approach that, because you show your stripes when things are not going well. What kind of character do you have?
Thompson, he's checked in for Shorty. The Grizzlies also making a change. Iguodala's checked in. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
Pass to Morant. Launches a 3. Does not find the mark. He's made 2 and missed 1 now. Gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. That ties it up.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
And the foul called on Mr. Moves. That's his first foul. Baller, he's checked in for D. Memphis also making some changes. Jang, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Anderson comes in for Rab. And it's Dylan Brooks in for Jackson. Iguodala outside. Pass to Morant. 6 to shoot. And finished off by Morant.
Gotta love watching Morant get after it. He goes all out. Tank, never on him.
The putback, great positioning on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
For Memphis, they've gone 7 of 9 from the field. A really nice start offensively for them. To the paint, here's Jang. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
Yeah, that play never gets old, Kevin. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Well, the Grizzlies coaching search took 2 months. They finally settled on Taylor Jenkins, a former assistant coach with the Milwaukee Bucks.
Jenkins, with an economics degree from Penn, fits the young academic profile of this Memphis front office. Worked for the Spurs 6 years as an assistant under Mike Budenholzer, who was the coach of the year in 2019. That pedigree helped him get the job.
Tyus Jones, he's checked in for Morant. And they're on the break. Here's the beast. And that one is hammered home.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
1:22 left to play in the first quarter. That's tipped. Anderson passes to Jones. And the foul called on Mr. Moves. That's foul number 2 for him.
Now with 2 fouls here in the first quarter, everything changes for him. He's got to be more careful on defense.
Big Daddy's checked in for Thompson. Jones, the pass to Anderson. Shot clock at 5. And here's Iguodala outside. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. Gone 8 of 12 on field goal attempts so far.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Back to Jones. To the inside. Jang. Oh, went in there and tried to power it down, but drew contact. He'll head to the line.
And you know what? Saved what was likely to be a dunk.
The Grizzlies have started out 0 of 1 from the line, missing their only other attempt earlier. And Jang drops them both. We've got 33 seconds left in the first quarter. Baller, defended by Jones. Here's the beast. Good on the three-point shot. The beast's got 5 now.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Brooks feeling it out a bit. And Big Daddy picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. And the bonus will go to the free throw line. For Memphis, they have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this game. And so he hits both. We've got 13 seconds left to play here in the first. Good if it goes. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. The home team leading by 4. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
Beast out there with Big Daddy. Then there's Baller. Then it's Big Smooth. And it's Chan in at the shooting guard position. And for the Grizzlies, Zhang is out there with Anderson. Then it's Brooks. Then it's Jones. And it's Iguodala in at the 2. Got a piece of it. And they're running. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
Jones with it. 8 points his last outing. Here's Anderson. 5 on the clock. All by himself. Here's Big Daddy. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen. Let's check out some of the best shooting teams out there.
Are just tremendously disciplined offensively, always looking for the best possible shot. That's how they've gotten that field goal percentage to skyrocket.
And the home team has possession. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Pass to Chan. A 3 ball. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Oh, power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. Fires from deep. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. Last time they met was in Memphis.
And it's going to come down to effort tonight. Last time they met each other, they were demolished on the boards, and that rebounding difference led to a sizable loss.
Well, let's see if the lesson was learned from that loss. If they come out with the same type of effort, they can expect a similar result here.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group.
And purely from a physical standpoint, Ja Morant has it all. The height, the long arms, the frame to put on more weight. And few players are more explosive athletically.
They get a hand on it. Here's Shorty, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Outside Jackson. Jacks up a 3. That one's not going to go. Done a very strong 4 for 5 from three-point land in the ball game. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Jaren Jackson Jr. is the son of an NBA player. And I'm so old, I covered his dad in college. Growing up, his parents let him find his passion, but the game was always in his genes. Jackson Jr. said, "I've always prided myself on being more than just a basketball player, but I can't deny my laser focus on the sport." Kevin, he's following in his father's footsteps, but looking to create his own legacy.
Terrific mentor, but he's just getting started, David. Thank you. The pass to Shorty. 4 on the shot clock. The 18-footer is right on the mark. Shorty's got 10 points.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Had the opportunity on the break, but couldn't sink the 3. Morant passes to Valanciunas. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
Yeah, this is what you love about him, the confidence on that mid-range.
That's a staple of his offensive attack, and proving once again he can do some damage from that area. That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
LeBeast passes to Shorty. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
And coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
Jones checked in for Memphis. Valanciunas finds Jones. Back to Valanciunas. It's Jones on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Over Thompson. And it's Jones. That time on the assist from Valanciunas.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
I don't think he sees any kind of defense when he's at that range. It doesn't matter who's guarding him.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, it's going for the jugular.
The Grizzlies trail by 20. Jones looking for an opening. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. And a quick look now at how the Memphis Grizzlies schedule is shaping up. On Saturday, they'll be matching up against Rudy Gobert and the Utah Jazz. And then on Monday, they'll be playing against LaMarcus Aldridge and the San Antonio Spurs.
Yeah, and Kevin, this is going to be a very trying part of the schedule for them. More than a fair share of road games on the dock for the team, and have not had an easy time finding success away from home.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. BRGY.Ginebra checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Anderson comes in for Rab. Brooks checked in for Jackson. And it's Iguodala in for Kyle Korver. He gets that one.
Mid-range, plenty of room for that release. He's going to take those all day long.
Thompson in the post. Working on Jones. Yep, that one goes in there. 7 points in the game.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Brooks outside. Here's the teardrop. It's tipped. From past the arc, drains the three-pointer.
And just Shakespearean there, a smart read. Saw the defense was collapsing inside, so he wisely pulled up from the outside and drilled it.
And so it's the home team in very good shape with a 23-point lead at the end of the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime, taking a look at this home squad. Kenny, what did you see from them?
Well, how about that ball?
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half, about to get underway.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. A fantastic game from Shorty in this one.
What a menace he was on defense through the first 2 quarters, just disrupting everything.
Yeah, and that's exactly what he wanted to do out there. Everyone he guarded looked uncomfortable.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. We've got B-Train. He's out there with Shorty. Slim is out there with D. You know, Brett, we know guys love really jawing at each other. What was your criteria for issuing a double technical for trash talk?
Yeah, in today's game, it's kind of like it could be a whisper
Right.
or a wink, you know, the way that they look at it.
It's both sides, doesn't it?
And they just try to curtail anything that could escalate, Kevin. That's really what the referees are doing. As soon as they see some kind of body movement or see guys starting that way, they want to cut it off before anything else happens. So the criteria is a little bit confusing. So I can see them getting after a little bit.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
On the wing, Jones. Outside, Jackson. Pass to Valanciunas. Korver kicks to Jones. Lets the three fly. And no good that time.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Time now for an injury report. And let's get an update on John Morant's injury. David, any news there?
Thanks, Kevin. Well, I got some news from Memphis's head athletic trainer. He said he looked at the wrist, and fortunately, it looks like there's no significant damage. If he were to miss time right now, it would really hurt this team, especially during the latter stages of the season. Kevin?
Good information, David. He's certainly been on our minds. Now, at least, Greg, we have a little more clarity.
Yeah, now they have the information they need to take the best course of action.
Everybody wishing the best for him. We all know how badly he wants to be out there playing alongside his teammates and competing.
Stolen. And here they come. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Puts up a three. And he's good on the three ball. He's got 13.
And kind of par for the course here, right? Coming through with a solid offensive game to help them get this lead.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Inside. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, some of these nights you got to enjoy yourself. Not too much at the expense of the other team, but right now this team is balling.
Here's Jones, and he lays it straight in. Jones has got his third basket of the night.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Here's Shorty, defended by Jones, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to go on Tyus Jones. The first one falls, so Memphis ends up going with the new group. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Memphis has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. And it's Shorty with the foul. That'll be... Now here's Morant. 8 points for him. No problems knocking that one down. Iguodala's got his second basket of the night.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Well, all good things must come to an end. Iguodala was shipped out from the Warriors last year to clear room for D'Angelo Russell. Traded to the Grizzlies to make room for the Warriors in the Russell deal. Ultimately, I think we'll have a great legacy for his time with Golden State.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Passes it to Jang, and it's Brooks in the corner. Pass to Anderson, kicks it to Morant. Just 5 on the clock. Picked him clean. Here's the break. Here's Baller, and he goes in for the dunk.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. Memphis has gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Morant passes to Brooks. Anderson outside. Shot clock at 6. Here's Morant. Great look there, but off target.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one. And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, the thing is they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
To the middle. Anderson trying to free himself up. Down low, stolen by Anderson. 1:10 left in the third quarter of the game. Morant passes to Brooks, and he lobs it up. The alley-oop layup, very well done.
Oh, my goodness. Save that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful. Baller passes to Big Daddy. Here's the Beast. Brooks covering. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy. 16 points for the Beast.
Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
Morant kicks to Anderson, and he banks in the layup.
Well, capable on the interior to score so long. Slow-mo. Anderson not going to pass up a look like that.
To the middle. Here's the Beast, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. This is his second trip to the free throw line, and he knocks down the first one. Thompson, he's checked in for Big Daddy. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Now here's Morant. Defense right on him. And the shot goes down. Morant's got 12 in the game.
And for a great shooter, Morant really works for high percentage shots. Loves to take it inside.
Thompson passes to Slaughter. 3-pointer. Sinks the 3-pointer. He's got 9.
Really good job there. That's the definition of the inside-out game.
And here's Morant. Got it up. And so it's the home team going to the break, holding an enormous 36-point lead. And they're winning the turnover battle very easily in this one. Right back after this break. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, Greg, is peripheral vision.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. So on the floor for Memphis, they've got Gorgie Dang. Clark is out there with Kyle Anderson. Then there's Allen. And it's Melton in at the point. Faster pace now, Brent, in the NBA. This has become an endurance sport, and well-conditioned athletes are a must.
Obviously, Kevin, over the past couple seasons, the pace has picked back up. It's very reminiscent of the early 80s when you had the Lakers running, the Denver Nuggets running.
Yes.
You have these teams that are just flying up and down the floor. So as a fan, I think it's a wonderful opportunity, especially the closer you can sit, to watch a Russell Westbrook, to watch a Paul George, to see a Giannis get up and down the floor with such fluidity and grace and skill set. So the game opening up has also opened the eyes to the fans about just how great the athleticism of NBA players is.
And it's Thompson with the jam.
They're going to have to come up with a better matchup. This guy just too much speed.
Grizzlies shooting it as well as you're going to see, 67%. Allen outside. Player salary is obviously a large investment, Brent. What are some other investments that owners can make to help their team get better, either on the floor or off?
Massive one, Kevin, obviously, is in terms of your players' wellness and what it is that you're doing with your physical therapy staff, your strength and conditioning staff, because you want these guys available at the best and maximum potential physically that they can give you. A lot of teams, quite frankly, in the past couple of seasons, Kevin, looking into other ways, holistic therapies, mental approach that they can have mental wellness for their players as part of their programming. So teams that think you build some beautiful practice facility and just let the guys go bounce the ball around and shoot are absolutely missing.
Right? Yes.
Yeah, they're missing the boat on what it is that their players require, need, and need to be complete as people.
D, he's checked in for the Beast. And the Grizzlies also with the sub. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Jang. Thompson passes to B. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. And the rejection by Valanciunas. And they'll keep possession. Shot clock at 3. Here's T.
Good intensity on defense. Kyle Anderson using the length that time and timing it well to get the rejection.
And here are the Grizzlies now. Allen left side. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on B. That is his first foul of the game. And there's the pass to Melton. Ray, you know, the NBA not the only league with great players and great play. Talk about some of the other prominent leagues around the world. There's some terrific competition.
There's some great competition overseas in the Turkish leagues. Some very good players that play in the Russian league. There are some great players who are coming out of Australia, and we're actually seeing players now skip playing in the G League to go down to Australia to start their development and professional career. So when we talk about the world game, Kevin, we're not joking around. It's a very real thing, and we continue to invite the best players that we can find, and they come from all over.
And Memphis making a change here. Korver's checked in. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. Allen, the bounce pass. Clock at 6. It's good.
You don't see that too often, the fadeaway shot when he's wide open.
Gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. The drive by Thompson, and Thompson throws it down.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
Well, that's how you drive your point home right there. Tipped away. Allen for the 3, and again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
What are you going to do defensively? Such separation with the height advantage in that matchup.
Passes to Money. Out to Thompson. There's the triple. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Allen outside. He feeds it to Valanciunas, and the shot is good.
And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint.
Here's Big Smooth, guarded by Valanciunas. Pass to Money. The dish to Thompson. Thompson is double over Allen. Here's Money. But they recover it. D passes to Thompson. Here's Big Smooth. Here's Money. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
They haven't relied on him as much as usual, but when his number has been called, he shot well enough to help them earn the lead.
And the foul called on Mr. Moves. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Of course, Dirk Nowitzki spent his whole career with the Dallas Mavericks. We don't see that much anymore, do we? From the beginning to the end with one team.
No, but I think we're going to still occasionally have anomalies like we did with Reggie being in Indiana for the years of his playing career. Nate McMillan was in Seattle for his playing career, now coach of the Indiana Pacers. So there will be times where we'll have that once or twice. It's not going to happen very much, Kevin.
Not in today's
not
NBA.
in today's game, and not with what's at stake.
And you can see he thought he had a little more room on that sideline and got squeezed out of bounds. That one could have been avoided.
Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Back to Clark. Here's Melton. Takes the 13-footer. Again, Memphis.
Well, at this point, they're just trying to get back in sync. You want to play a good brand of basketball.
Consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. The shot. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long.